What's going on, everybody? You ready for Wednesday Market Open? Netflix special edition? I know I am. Unfortunately, some things are down, but we'll be covering everything very, very soon. See you after the intro. Well, hello there, chat. Hello there, community. How are you guys going today? Hopefully, you're doing a bit better than me. I'm not feeling the best, I gotta be honest. Not feeling the best, but we'll get through today. And of course, the market is all over the place. We had a bit of a sell-off in the US 100 yesterday. Slight recovery here in the futures session. Everything comes down to today's recovery in the stock markets. I did expect to be doing a video a little bit later this month about how my expectations for May are horrible in the market, but it looks like things are coming early. I'm actually going to go through that. Let's just quickly talk about Ethereum. Firstly, it's on support, guys, and this is the area that you expect buying pressure to come off. You can see here that it's sold off a little bit, 2050 exponential moving average here on the 4-hour, and then of course resistance becoming support. Very interesting. I'm going to be watching Ethereum like a hawk today because this is the one crypto that seems to be holding up a lot better than the rest. BTC struggling around that 55,000, 56,000 zone. We'll take a look at that also and the rest of the stocks. Good morning, everybody. Market gave me COVID, says Taxi. No, it's not COVID-19. It's just my niece gave me sicknesses. It's the children's sicknesses. They're bad. It's like just always terrible. I feel bad for people that get children's sicknesses. So here is what's going on. In fact, I'll just move this screen over a little bit so you can see the whole thing. There we are. It's going to be a bit balked, but that's okay. So here's the whole thing. I wanted to show you guys this. If you didn't watch the video today, this was shared in the public Discord community by somebody, and I think it comes from Twitter. But look, it presents everything I've been saying, and it's just a really nice visualization of that chart. And that is that we are playing the same rule book, whether people agree with me or not. We're playing a very similar rule book to last time during the global financial crisis. It's kind of like how Bitcoin is trading very, very similarly to how it did back in 2017. In fact, it's crashing and falling at exactly the same time it did last time as well. It's crazy how it's happening time and time again, and yet we're not paying attention to it. So here's the market, here's the recovery. Even the dip points have been very similar. The dip point, this one here, happened a little bit differently. Then, of course, you had that second dip, which was very similar. Then you had the recovery time. So it's been pretty good at finding recovery points. But if we are to believe this chart, firstly, we are at orange arrow. T-minus orange arrow over here is where we are right now. And if you're to believe this chart, it's like saying there should be a little bit more of a recovery in the market. And then May is going to be a horror. And then June is going to be boring, which is unusual. And then July is going to be boring. And then August is going to be boring. And then September is going to be glorious. So do we believe this chart? Well, I have definitely a tendency to believe the May concept because the market moves so heavily in April. I mean, it overperformed our expectations. I know some of you will say, Tom, I'm down in my stocks. How dare you say this outperformed our expectations? Look, the FANG did, and so did the S&P 500 as a whole. It really did perform relatively well. So what do you guys think about this chart? Do you reckon we're following a very similar concept? I think it's an excellent chart. I'll just bring this back over. And yeah, it goes along with everything I'm thinking about. The other thing is, if we're to believe this, the sectors are going to be super important. So I'll be coming at you with special videos next week talking about the sectors that performed well over this specific time. So remember, if you want to share this stuff out there, if you like the channel, you want to support it, share it with people. Hopefully they come in and we can talk about the sectors and talk about a bit of fun here, because this looks boring on paper, but there's opportunity in the works here. And I've talked about minerals. Minerals are booming at the moment. I saw iron ore in Australia here is doing pretty well. Vale is probably doing okay. Rio, BHP, all picking up off those lows. So yeah. Now people are talking about the moon of safety. Unfortunately, the moon of safety was not safe. Look, I didn't talk about that thing at all because it's so likely a scam, guys. If you have like a lockup of 10% just to be able to sell, it's a massive problem. And I think that's the big issue with that thing. So we won't mention any more about the moon today. I don't want to talk about it. I find I'll get in board with the doji a little bit, but I can't get on board with the moon. I can't do it to myself. Sometimes you got to say no more, and we will not go past the moon stuff. Yes. So can't wait for the video. Echo Aurora says, Tom, TA on Lulu, please. Yeah, we'll do some Lulu in a minute. So 86%, 80%, it's just like uncanny how good this is. And it actually also fits in with my hypothesis that we're going to have a good end to the year. So if this plays out and we're sitting in a support around September, if you get nothing else out of this video, what would you be salivating at buy calls, bull call spreads, and all sorts of different opportunities here? You would have to think you would be, because damn, the synergies are too good at that point. The synergies are too good. So we'll be watching this one. I'll actually have that up quite a lot over the next couple of weeks, and we'll check it out. Now let's go over to the markets. Let's go find out what the hell's going on over here. Laura, aka McNasty, says screenshot. What are we screenshotting? Screenshotting that image, yeah, but the image is in Discord, so just get into the Discord, guys. Let me just make sure I've actually got the link up there. I don't think I do. Join. Oh, what did I just click? Join our public Discord. We cracked over 3,000 members yesterday as well. Thank you so much, guys. Let's just pin that up. Nice. All right, 723 people ready to talk about stock market pre-open, or should I call it the bloodshed 2.0 of the crypto market. So let's go with the dollar index here just to get started. Dollar index is on previous support, acting as resistance. This is an unreadable chart right now because it's all about the stock market. So don't worry too much about the dollar index. It's going to be more down to what is going on with the stock market. This chart here still is short. This technically has always been a short zone because of the moving averages, but I'm not short here. I'm actually completely no idea where it goes next. Our gold trades are doing well. Gold continues to find strength. At the end of yesterday's session, we talked about a zone, and I just want to talk about this zone again because it was a beauty. This is a beautiful thing. Whenever you see this, this reminds me of Bitcoin at 10,000. I wish I bought more because Bitcoin at 10,000 had this many buys. Look at the Wikipaloozas. I called it a Wikipalooza in the webinar I just did and got told off for it because it's not really a word. But the point is the Wikipalooza was here and you saw huge amounts of support buying pressure. Look at the volumes as well, probably fake volume. But hey, there's lots of volumes buying here. And that is phenomenal stuff going on here in gold. So gold has some buyers behind it. And I don't usually see this many wicks, but it's very, very strong. And you saw the breakout occur. You saw it go back up here and try to get with that 1790 kind of thing. It's come back down, found support here. Look, gold is acting relatively technically. We know the double bottom. We talked about it here on the channel. It's actually been one of the better trades in the last couple of weeks. I know some people are like, I'm bored of this stuff. But hey, you got to go where the trades are, and the trades have been in these sessions or these areas recently. Let's move over to BTC. I'll do your super chat in just a few moments there. Eka, no worries. But I do want to just quickly talk about BTC because I know a few of you will be concerned with this pricing. Here we have the 50 exponential moving average, the nasty, nasty area of where buyers have come through. And I just want to show everyone, please wait for confirmation when you're doing a TA, guys. Don't just see bullish hammer and say, it's a buy, let's get in, yeah. Don't do that, guys. Oh, we've got Matthew Ash coming in with a diamond hand subscription. Thank you so much, Matthew. Make sure to, of course, link your Discord and YouTube and come on in, share some stuff, get involved in the community. That's going to be awesome. So we'll see you in there very, very soon. Let's have a look. Little bit of resistance breakout. Now, there's a key distinction. When you see a bullish hammer, what do you need? We need follow on momentum ideally. So I don't need a new close above. That's waiting for too long. But if you have a bullish hammer, especially off a key zone like we did here, or a pin bar or whatever you want to call it, if that, oh, this is going to be a terrible one. If it goes above by a certain percentage, you know that the market is actually really bullish. It's giving you that confirmation and you can trade it into the next zone, in this case being 60,000. If it doesn't make a new high and it takes out these lows, it's really bearish, guys. So yeah, look, I just wanted to see a little bit more follow on today, and I didn't need a closure. I just needed more movement up. So BTC, it's anyone's guess where it goes to next. I mean, I might let the chat tell me where it's going to. Darth Sidious says gold yawn. Man, Sid, you're getting, gold's good, dude. Gold's good. You gotta give it a lot of love. When it gets good, it's good. Remember, there's margin in it. Lots and lots of margin. Yeah, so support here. Where do you guys think BTC ends the day? Super important day. Super important day. We need decision, and we just need that decision now. Go over at ADA. ADA's floating around doing nothing. Go down to the 4 hour here. It closed above the 122, which is a good sign, but it's just it's very ugly looking chart right now. I'm not even interested in ADA until it gets above 133 again from the trade perspective. Then at least you can be pretty sure it's going towards 147 and open up a pretty considerable kind of move there, about 11%. It's not huge, but it's okay. Then we've got things like Link, Dot, XRP, Doge. We'll check them out. I am aware that Doge is falling off a cliff. Same with the other Moon share or the Moon crypto. The Moon crypto is no good, and it fell, I believe, 70% yesterday, and then it takes 10% just to get out of it. Take 10% just to get out of it. It's too much, and I'm not a fan of that. Let's move over here to Lulu. Let's do Eka Aurora's chat question, super chat question. What are we thinking about Lulu? Wow, ooh, it's on support, man. Earnings. So when was earnings? March. Next earnings is June. Holy moly. So far away. Yeah, I mean, look, it's on support. Let's go to the daily. We want to do some top down here on this one. Lululemon. That's a great area, isn't it? It's a good area. 2 hour. It looks pretty good, dude. That was a weird breakout there. What happened on the weekly? Okay, so it ended up holding it, which is super important. So it didn't actually break any technical, which is great. Back at the weekly 20, finding support. If you're liking this stock, this is the type of area that you'd be getting into it at. I mean, it should have probably held more around this 318, and it's a little bit under 315, but it's the right type of area for it to buy off. If you want further confirmation, you wait for like a little lightning bolt on the 1 hour or something around this zone. And then when that happens, you can be pretty sure that it is going to continue up and on if you're a bit concerned about the market. Most things look bullish here though on Lulu. And of course the upside is fairly substantial. I'm not sure what the earnings will come out and play with, but there's some pretty serious upside here, at least 20% from where it currently is into these highs. And yeah, it's right there. So yeah, continue to play out the game. Trough, peak, high trough, high peak, all of that type of good stuff. Verified News says Doge isn't an investment, it's a trade. I would agree with that. I think that if you if you wanted to say to me, I'm going to close the market today, This is Warren Buffett's old adage. I'm going to close the market today. I'm going to come, and I don't care if it freezes for 10 years and then I'll come back. I would be particularly scared being in Doge. Would I be particularly scared being in BTC? Probably not. Like, that would be okay. I'd feel all right about that. So many times Doge is like, if you have, I always think of it as like a penny stock. If you want to trade BTC, then you're trading kind of like the blue chip, or Ethereum, the blue chip. If you're trading Doge, it's like the penny stock where the reward is going to be potentially glorious and the risk is going to be maybe 80% of your money. Maybe 80% of your money. Okay, let's continue going through these before we go on to the other sections of the market. We talk about the US 100, etc. John Barnett, super chat at $5. Can we have your opinion on CLOV and MVIS? MVIS is doing their LiDAR presentation today, thinking of getting some stonks. What would be good prices? Well, let's have a look at CLOV first, because we have covered this one a few times. So this had a big amount of spike of volume on it, if I remember rightly. And it hit 10 and was unable to break through it looks like. When did we do this? Did we cover it 2 days ago? Did we cover it here? Did we cover it here? I can't remember. But anyway, I think we look at this one fairly regularly. It must be a stonk that people like a lot. Look, CLOV, I feel like if the market dips again, there's going to be a lot of money coming out of these kind of stocks. So if we believe May is going to fail, and that does end up occurring, I think there is a problem here with the fact that this stock is heavily shorted, and it's more gets into that kind of meme category where it has that big volume spike on it and it's over. There was a similar volume spike that occurred over here, and then it failed. That was probably due to the gap down, then a slight bullish buy. Nothing has been as big as these two runs. So $10 got hit. That would have been my target because of the previous supports and resistances. It has found base. You would think it's 7. You would also think that it should hold 9, and it didn't do so yesterday. That's very disappointing for me. I want to see this thing back above 9, and when it's back above 9, then we can move towards the 10. But look, long leg doji here, closure below. Things don't look bullish here on CLOV, even with the base formation, because I would have hoped it could smash 10, get above, and then continue on to the 13, etc., etc. It's just not that great. Let's have a look at MVIS. Supposedly, Microvision has their presentation today. So this chart continues to be bearish, and it has been bearish since it broke through this $12. I mean, it was been bearish before that, but $12. It's another one of those ones where you've got closure below, movement down, retest of the previous supports being resistance, and it's failed again. And this presentation is everything for it now. The only way it gets through is the presentation pushes it back above here. Look, if it closes above 12, you can get more bullish on it. And that would be awesome. Hey, that would be awesome if MVIS closed above 12, but it hasn't at this stage. So this is looking quite bearish still, and you got to pay attention to this. I mean, this support was the real deal. I mean, it was the real deal support. It was trying to rally off it, and it failed to do so. We need to think about where it came from. It came from $2 to $10. Is that really, a great kind of opportunity? I think it could go to 8. I think it could go to 8. Everything is on today. And if you like to buy the news and you want to gamble on that kind of concept, then sure. But from the technical perspective, it's bearish. That's just the reality. You get past 12, you take out this stop here or this little high here, then you're going more bullish. But 12 is the key to this chart. Otherwise, I could see it down at 8. And I could see it there over the next coming weeks. Thoughts about Netflix at FX Evolution? Yeah, Netflix. What a disappointment, hey? So less, supposedly earnings was hit, but of course they missed their new subscriber count kind of hits. Now, where do we go? Well, interestingly enough, we're going to open at around 501, which is underneath our longer lasting trend line, but right on the support of the 500. You would think this is a pretty strong level for it. Now, I haven't actually read their full earnings. I didn't have time today. I don't own Netflix personally, so I didn't care enough to check it out. But at 501, this support is very compelling. You've also got a trend line that you would hope holds throughout this session. So this is the multiple kind of hit trend line that we've had on that series of higher lows coming through. I would expect demand to be met for this. I mean, down 10% off the highs, overall a pretty good company. What do you guys think about the 500? 1,157 viewers right now. What do you guys think about this Netflix? Is it good or is it bad? Tell me right now. $500 is a compelling price, and you'll see it's there pre-market right now at that point. Pino says, Tom, Square looks like it's going down to 220, thinking of getting out. Oh, I like Square so much. Do I really want to dump it? I mean, I've got like 2 positions. Maybe it's a trade and a longer hold. 242.5 in the pre, 1.21. Look, how overpriced is this stock? I mean, it's not trading at my favorite PS, that's for sure. Price to sales is not that great for it. 242, am I thinking of getting out? This is probably the day that you've got to think, hey, I got to get it to hold this 50. I'd like to see a rally on Square today. I really would. Donkin Dave says, buy Netflix. Karamaga says, there is a reason they are losing subscriptions. Yeah, of course, competition. And it's the same competition you're going to see in things like Zoom. You know, Zoom is supposed like, I hate Zoom. I've hated Zoom ever since it was like $600 or 500 and something dollars. I thought it was a dog stock. I did not like that thing. The stunk was real. And I don't even know where it is right now. I might check out the price right now for it because there's trades in Zoom, but for me, it was just too much competition could enter the field. And that's what's happening. You know, you got Disney taking it and people are starting to wake up. I was watching some other streamer, not in finance, something else. And his entire stream, he spent 20 minutes whinging about how he got rid of his cable and now the price in the US with his HBO Max, his Hulu, his Disney Plus, his Netflix, his whatever else he had was more expensive than his cable. And he was raging about it. His YouTube Red or whatever, I don't even know what it's called. Yeah, I mean, the thing is that all of that type of stuff was coming through. And he was just like, I'm paying more here in this crap than I could have been paying in the other stuff. And I'm sure a lot of you feel that way. So look, Netflix will lose. It won't have that astronomical growth on it anymore. It's part of the reason why I haven't held it in some time. But yeah, 500 is still a compelling level. There's no doubt that there are going to be buyers there, you would think. 242.75. I'll be watching this like a hawk today. I do not like that previous 4-hour candle. I also don't particularly like what the daily is doing here with these 2 bearish. I wanted a green one yesterday on this support, so we'll have to see how it plays out. But I'll be watching. I will be watching. Mr. Buff 08 says, Zoom is crap. Teams is where it is at. I have a pre-market order for 1 share of Netflix at $500, says DocBox. Going short on Netflix, says Castro Gallery. Well, if it gets underneath that trend line, yeah, you could definitely see some big ones. Steve Martin says Netflix missed numbers, lower guidance, specifically lowered subscription targets, marked down. Yeah, well, that no hyper stonk or growth stock likes that. 500 support is in danger. It's a big support. It needs to hold. And that's why the pre-market is sitting right on that level. That's why you buy Roku, says Daryl Wong. Yeah, I saw that Roku's down pretty huge this morning as well off the back of that news. So if you're more bullish of that on Roku, I mean, this chart looks horrible. Like these levels should have not been breached so quickly. You know, every one of these hyper stocks is getting breached to the downside right now. I've got another donation coming in here. Terry Chow, NT $100. Hey, Tom, can you take a look at TSM? Certainly will. We'll check that out in just a few moments there, Terry. Absolutely for you. So we'll continue our look around the market. Let's go over to US 100. Then we'll go back over crypto and everything else that's going on. ETH now positive. Yes. Laser focused on the Ethereum. I'm telling you guys. I even put it in the video today. I was looking at it. And I was going a little crazy, going a little crazy over the level, getting a bit excited about it. But it's definitely the better looking crypto at this stage. US 100, why is this so key today? Not so much this one. We don't care about this one, but put in something like NDX, pick up the real NASDAQ or QQQ, doesn't matter which one you want to look at. And you will see that yesterday it closed right on support. We want that level to hold. 13,800. Now, where is it right now? 13,762. If Wall Street is going to do what they generally do when they're laddering in. And I agree, there was some video that's put in today that just reminded me, I haven't really talked about this with you guys before. And that is that when Wall Street are shorting positions, what they do is they will always start shorting, but they can't just go, I'm going to put all my sells in. I'm going to buy lots and lots of puts, and I'm going to put pressure on the market, or I'm going to sell my market orders. What they generally will do is they will start to load put positions, and they'll load them where they create dips, and then the buyer demand from the public comes in, and then dips, and then buyer demand from the public comes in, etc. No greater time did that happen than recently when it was over here. Now, this was a very strange time. There were little dips met by instantaneous buyer demand. And look what they did to people. They pushed it down. And in fact, it's more prevalent on the SPX, the S&P 500, where they were really buying the puts. There were lots of little sell-offs that were met by huge retail demand in plenty of stocks. And then they punished all the hyper stocks. You guys would remember this very well, because many people, they were coming into the stock market just here, and they literally attacked that section. Then what they do, and I agree with this concept as well, is that they literally then sell all their positions. So once they've positioned enough of their sell side stuff, and yes, they're going to lose on a portion of their portfolio for the short term, they then just ramp it, and they basically go sell, get all these different prices, all the algos jump in, start selling, and that's what creates that big declining movement there. So it's it's super important that you understand that kind of concept. And I would hope this holds. In fact, I think it should hold today. If it doesn't, oh God. Back to the 20, of course, 13.6. But then on top of that, we open up the 13.3 zone. So there are some issues here. NDX must hold. QQQ, if you want to check it out, it's all about 336. 336. Right there on the zone. All right, whoa. Guys, we have to give a massive clap out to Matthew Ash. $50. That's like $1 million Australian dollars, guys. That's going to be a lot of coffees, Matthew. I'm going to buy at least a bagel tomorrow. In celebration of US dollars, the bagel is coming out. Thank you so much. Give him claps. That is a big donation. And there's not even a message with it. Oh, there we go. There's the message. AMD. We'll do it soon, Matthew. No worries. AMD. All right, let's move over. Big claps in the crowd for Matthew. Big pink super chat there. Very impressive. Terry asked for TSM, so I'll do that one first. Then I'll move over. It's Taiwan Semiconductors. This has been a disappointing stock as well. Most semiconductors have done well. TSM has not done well. And I'll tell you what, it's another one that should have held up. So if you bought it here, Terry, if you bought it here around this 119, I don't think you actually made a mistake. I just think that the market was mean to you, because this is the type of zone that should have held up. And probably the only lesson I can get from this one is, do we notice something about these red candles? What has not happened? Let's take it over to the chat here. Guys, tell me, what has not happened in a very long time in terms of about 7-8 days here? What have we not seen? We have not seen a certain thing. And you guys, it reminds me of Palantir, where things start good and then they end bad. Tell me right now which ones you're going to have through there, and then I'll read out this other super chat and we'll get back to it. Anna M, super chat at $4.99. Love your stream. Thank you so much, Anna. Had to change my display name for you to be able to pronounce it. Lol. That's true. I would butcher many names. Could you take a look at NUAN? I have August calls. We'll take a look at it soon. Let's see if everyone gets this one. Break of the trend line. Not so much. Yes, ACK gets it. No greenie. That's right. No green candles. It's so important. Because what it's telling us is there's some demand here, but it's obviously not end of day demand. It's not Wall Street putting in positions. I think I'm going to add it to my repertoire of candles that I look for, because Palantir made it perfect. And look, you're always learning, guys. I'm always learning too. We're always improving together. I'm going to add it to my thing, because Palantir has been a disgusting stock, and I feel bad for all people in it, because every day it gets you hyped up. It moves up and it goes, yes, it's time. Palantir is good. And then all of a sudden, bleh, It ends the day red. And that's kind of what this TSM is doing. Red, 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 red. And that is a bit of an issue. Where is it now? Well, the good news is, just underneath here. So it's going to open down 0.16 at this stage. What is this? The 113.50-ish area. It should find buying pressure. But I want to see a green in front of this. This is too many reds. Let's get a support green. And in future, when I'm looking at these ones, if I see 1, 2, 3, and even a fourth, or 1, 2, 3 or 4 candles all red, I might actually just cut the position up if I'm trading, because it's too many red positions. It's showing me that there's no bullish momentum, and I don't like it. And I think I'm going to start bringing that into my own trading systems because it makes logical sense to me. So why not? We're learning in the stream here together today. Sometimes you got to add this stuff. My super is holding TSM, says Michael Davis. Yeah, look, it's not a bad stock. It's just unfortunate right now. Good news is support is coming. And I expect this support to hopefully hold. But even over here, look at all these hideous red candles. The thing just loves opening up and then busting down throughout the day. So we'll have to keep watching this one. Let's check out this 113.50. Find the support, hopefully. Nice green candle would be cool. And then we can move back up to the 119.60. That becomes resistance. And then once we get through there, we can have some good times. Hey, I might even come in and support your stock at some point soon. There's compelling evidence around this area. Let's now do Matthews again. Thank you so much, Matthew, for that massive donation. Appreciate the $50, man. Let's do AMD. Move over there. Have a look. AMD. Okay, so 84. You should have a super alert there because that resistance. Damn. 1, 2, 3. We just need a daily close above 84, and it's going to be so good. So much participation in AMD will come through. I don't care about the 88. I only care about 95 after that. 95. So 84 here. The resistance is strong for AMD. Good news is that if we believe the little trend line, which go the 2 hour, and I don't think it's the strongest thing I've ever drawn in the world, but let's just say we believe there is something here going on. Buying pressure should hopefully come back in for AMD today. I'm really hoping for a green day in the markets, guys. So much. Because I don't really want the market to tip over just yet. I don't care if it doesn't in May. It is what it is. I kind of expected it. But I'd love to see, that next spike. Just so I can be very sure that it's following the trend that we saw last time around. This trend. Look, little second spike. Come on. We need to be to the day. This day over here. That's where we've got to be. We've got to pinpoint the day. We're very close to it, but not just quite there yet. Should be I expect it to kind of go up like it did, come back down, scare people, come back up, make a new little high, and then dip. Most of the big crashes or most of the big corrections in the recent years have had that style to them, where they've come down, scared people, then they've made a new high, everyone gets super euphoric, and then just busts. And maybe that's what we've seen already, but we will continue to watch it together here. Let's go back over to the AMD. So support should be found along this line. At worst, hopefully no shorter than the $78 price range. And then all we really need for AMD is just to get back up into the 84. Let's have a look at the volume here on the daily. So volume has increased slightly. We got earnings on the 5th of May. Oh, please just hold 78 and then get back up for you. Yeah, it just has to hold here. This is your zone, and then you know how bad it is if it gets underneath here. If it gets underneath $74-ish, it just gets really bad under that. So if this happens during May and AMD gets under 74, I would not catch the falling knife. I've made it perfectly clear the participation phase here is not as good as you think. It could go down through and then just get obliterated. So that's not what we're talking about right now. We're on supports. But if it does ever get through this line here, please be careful because there is no structure on the left. And this is like participation of the flash shorts. And it will get obliterated. Just like we saw with hyper stocks, that's the type of thing. This line must hold under all circumstances for AMD traders. hopefully find support. We'll check it out. Let's now move over to the next one. Obviously, Matthew, again, thank you so much. Anna M, N-U-A-N, Nuance Communications. And you may hear I'm losing my voice a bit, but that's all right. We do it. Sorry about a little bit of sickness, as I said. 53 pre-market, breakout above, double bottom, and then it just gapped up. Damn. That's even more frustrating because if you're not in it, which you probably wouldn't have been, then that's kind of annoying because it's a great pattern and then it just gaps on you. Damn. What's next for it? Okay. So it held daily, barely sold off, daily, barely sold off. Obviously news, massive amount of range. This is the packaged software technology service. 13th of May announcement. I feel like because it gapped up, it's probably going to consolidate for quite some time. In fact, it may consolidate into the earnings period. So NUAN, it looks really strong. Let's go to the weekly. I could just see it coming back down to 50.83. I don't think it'll fill the full gap range unless the market crashes itself. But yeah, that's the type of thing. I mean, you basically got it gapped above, expect consolidation. The big moves happen. The fact that it's holding is strong. That's great. But expect consolidation, I think, into earnings on this. It's too big a move and it's not done through anything other than whatever that news announcement was. And therefore, I kind of feel like it's just going to sit there for a while. Kevin N said oil looking to retest 60. Nuance just got bought, didn't it? Oh, well, that would make sense. Well, that's even more boring. Don't even think about it if it just got bought. Oh, Microsoft purchased it. Sorry, guys. So if Microsoft purchased this, then meh. Don't even worry about trading it. It is what it is. Whenever a stock gets purchased, there's just no reason. That's probably why it gapped and it's holding, because it's unusual to hold that strong. So it's kind of like when you saw CRM purchase Slack. Will it get smashed back down? No. Why would it? If it's been purchased and it has an agreed upon price, it'll just kind of hover there until it gets delisted for the stocks for whatever else is going on. I'm not sure the purchase deal, but yeah, there's no trade. Don't trade things that have already been purchased. That would explain why those dailies are so tight, because I just feel like it was going to consolidate, but yeah, it'll certainly consolidate if that is it. Thanks very much, community. You guys let me know. Sell for the gap closure. No reason to do so, Dave. If this is there, then that is there. You have August calls. Just clean them up. Wouldn't that be what you're looking at? I mean, how much better can it get? Do they have to reprice? I mean, obviously you're in the money, which is good. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to take something into expiration. I mean, what's the deal? Go look at the deal, find out the prices for the deal, do a cost analysis. So basically just work out, hey, let's say the deal fell through. That's always a risk. Remember, it'll be trading underneath the deal price, but you've also got time wasting on your options. So yeah, I can't give you any obvious advice, but that's the type of thing that you want to be doing. What's the deal? Where's the price? What's my risk if it falls through? Because it does. Sometimes that happens. Hey, I always sell because unless I really believe the deal's going through, because sometimes they get cut up and it is so disappointing. I had it happen to me once and it sucked. It sucked when that happened. 56 is what Microsoft is paying. Okay, thank you very much there, Kevin. So 56 is what Microsoft's paying. You know your upside, and then you've got to work out your degradation level. So if you're sitting at 53, they're paying 56, which is your agreed price. You've got, it sounds like 2 months. 2 months will probably cost you a certain percentage, and therefore it already be packed into the call price as well. If the call is trading at a really big discount, you got to do those calcs. So go look at the calcs, do the calcs. You'll find out more information. Thank you very much for the donation, and look, good luck with it. Congratulations. That's very awesome. I'm very happy for you, Anna. That's great. Verified News, Super Chat $2. NVR home builders are overwhelmed with demand. Yeah, it's the same thing here. People are just building stuff. So this is a home building company. Look, the same thing happening in the US is happening in Australia, I believe. Basically, Australia's house prices have gone nuts. As the US gone nuts, from what I saw, it's improving. Guys, there's lots of US people here. Is it going crazy out there? Give us the state you're in America and tell me what's going on with the properties over there. Let me know what's going on. You'll notice here, Ethereum now 23.47. Very nice, up $100 since the stream started. Very cool. What's up with the NAS, homie? Says Thomas Mimbiri. We checked out the NAS just before. We'll continue to go over it. It's down 0.01. We need to get above 13.8 today. For the bulls to remain in control, 13.8 must be reached. So I expect 13.8 to be a resistance level for the trading session. Look, this looks really strong. It actually had a great consolidation breakout. So there's your consolidation. There's your movement here. And there is your take profit. So it's technically hit the resistance. I feel like it's kind of had its nice little move. You see the recovery there. The demand will be real, but I'm assuming the stock market's efficient enough to know that. So I'm not sure how much profit extra there is in, but it's a very strong trend and everything looks good. Everything looks really good. 4,900. Consolidation, good. 20 moving average. It's mostly pretty decent through this buying. Yeah, good luck there, Dave. Nino AL says, hot, hot, hot. Georgia is crazy booming. New York State has been ridiculous, says David Miller. Home prices up 15% year over year. Yeah, that's awesome. Shorted the DAX last week. It looks very weak right now. Do you mind looking at it? Yeah, why not? Let's have a look at the DAX. I haven't done the DAX index in ages. Yeah, it looks pretty bad. But not super bad. That's only 1 week. Month. Let's take a look at the day. I mean, does it look that bad? Daily 20, 1 hit, 2 hit. You're selling it, I guess, because it's gone over the 15,000 by like an extension amount. This will really just trade off the S&P 500, man. I know it's not the same country, but if the S&P 500 fails, this will fail megally as well. So just keep watching that one. Insane market in Austin, Texas. Yeah, if I was buying, I would have bought Texas a few years ago. Just seemed like a very good buy. Say in New York, Canadian housing is crazy. US prices, nothing compared to Canada. I know they're nothing, but the thing is the way that house prices are moving is just the US has a lot more upside in certain areas. Toronto on fire. Yeah, it's across the world, guys. There's crazy property prices everywhere. All the Bitcoin is coming out and being bought into property. I just want to go back over to Ethereum and just show what we saw earlier in the stream. Oh, yeah, it feels good. Very nice. We were right here at the start of the stream, 22.61, now up $100, about to crack a new high here on Ethereum. I'll get back to the super chats in just a few moments. I want to see it go new high. Come on now. Check out this as well. So this was shared in the private community today. It's pretty cool. It shows you all the stops. So it shows you all the buys and stops for Bitcoin, and you can load up heat maps. This is the aggregate heat map. It's pretty nuts. So check out all of that. I'll be playing around with this tool over the next couple of days. I'm greedy for this tool. It's making me excited, seeing all the stops and all the resistances. So yeah, I'm very keen to see how the market plays out. As with anything, you want to understand more about it, but it's very, very cool to be able to see those nice yellow lines here showing the real strength stops that are sitting in there and take profits and everything like that. It's always nice to be able to see a free market, guys. This is what Wall Street does with their nasty algorithms. They literally sit there and they're like, we see all your orders and we're going to steal all your money. It pretty much looks like that. If you went to like effectively a liquidity provider, they all know where your stop losses are. And that's the type of thing they use, and they program robots around it. There's no doubt in my mind. In fact, I've seen it a little bit. Toronto prices went up 25% from last year. Damn. Maybe more crazy over there than it is here. I think Auckland's the most nuts. I think the Auckland's the most nuts. I successfully lowered my rent by a few $100s this year despite Melbourne prices moving out of control. Yeah, because the rent market sucks. It's just people trying to get into scarcity assets. Here we go. We've got some more donations I have not done yet. Artie Party, $5. Tom, I am hooked on your TA and I'm still learning. Good, man. But what did ETH just do and what's next? Well, ETH just went really good, man. Look at it. What's next? 2,500. What's after that? The moon. What's after that? Look, I always go ETH BTC. And I mean, I'm still not, while we're still in what I feel is still the cycle and everything looking fine, I just go and look at the ETH BTC and I think about the ratio, and I've been bullish on ETH ever since we did this double bottom break. I mentioned it on the channel in the live streams. I've been talking about this. You guys know I do because I come in here and I rant about it. And 35 cents is cool. And then it came up here, or whatever it is, 0.035. And the ratio can go to 0.45. So I'll be watching this 0.45 ratio quite strongly. It's actually getting there. So I expect that to kind of hit around 2,500 for Ethereum. Now, if BTC doesn't rally as well, I mean, if they both start rallying together, then it will be pretty cool. But if they don't, 0.045 resistance is the type of area that I'm looking at. Hopefully that answers your question there, Artie. That's the way I'm looking at it. Rasta Hall super chat $5. What potential do you see in ENPH? Oh, I've done this one a few times. ENPH, Enphase Energy. I'm waiting to pull my profit out. Okay, so this is the analysis we did before. I think we had that trend line. We got on it, I remember that. And then you got these nasty red candles. Let's have a look here at the daily. Get rid of whatever this was. Okay, so support was found. That you can ignore this red candle. So we'll ignore that because that was during that massive sell-off fest. Yeah, I think it's so paramount it holds this support. This semiconductor stock obviously is like a dual combo because it says semiconductors, but realistically, I know for a fact because I've got them on my roof. They're in like solar roof panels and all sorts of things. And that's an area that's getting beaten down right now. So as we see money come around to it, it will improve. I think that as long as the support holds, you can have some very good bonuses here, but you must be very careful with your 140 because if the 140 is breached by too much, then a lot of your profits could disappear fairly quickly. So I think 140 is very, very important for it to hold. I'd love to see it kind of like break this previous high over here, which is a 155, I think. And once that occurs, then I think you can start to really get a good sequence of events that push you back up to the 200. So I could see 180 very much in the future here for this stock, but I don't like the fact it's making a series of lower highs coming in here. You got lower high, lower high, lower high. Each rally is weakening. So we need a good rally. We need a 155 break. We need that then to go up to these previous highs. And of course, if it snaps those highs off, you're going 200, 220. So there's a good potential here in this stock, but be very careful about the 145.90. This support, if it is busted again, go to the weekly. So if a weekly closes underneath this, it is doomed for possibly like 100. So a 45% decline or something like that. Because there's really not like 120 is the next stop. And then underneath that's like 100. So I could see it pretty bad. Welcome to the 1,508 viewers joining us today. Things are looking interesting. I mean, we've got Ethereum running out here, 2369. We've got the rest of the cryptos kind of being a little bit dodge. They're a bit Dogecoin and not doing so well. Speaking of Doge, we're only at 31. Looks like Webull have enabled. Is trading available on Webull yet for Doge? A lot of people I saw, they said they were buying in for that type of thing, but I don't think that the news is going to be able to really push Doge right now. You had that cataclysmic event yesterday. We saw 420, and it was like the literal buy the rumor, sell the fact kind of thing that usually we've seen in markets with anything retail related. And I'm going to put a call out here now. every retail generated thing that's going to happen through the rest of the year, it is going to be buy the rumor and get the hell out on the fact, because we have not seen one thing when the fact is set hold up. Not one thing. So ENPH, waiting to pull your profit out. Just keep watching this zone. Get laser-eyed on the weekly. The weekly. JPG Gilly at Super Chat, $10. Wow, I can't believe it took me so long to get around to you, man. Thank you very much. Get some sleep, Tom. Will do, eventually. What do you think about iron ore steel, CLF? Earnings tomorrow should be big. This will be their first earnings after acquisition of ArcelorMittal USA steel assets in Q4. Well, as long as they implemented that fine and didn't cost them a fortune to get through it, that should be pretty good. So this stock actually is coming. I don't know why it's coming down. It's a steel stock. So is it an iron ore producer or is it a steel stock? Because iron ore has been doing okay. 1652 pre. 20 moving average just underneath it. Found support twice there. As you said, earnings is coming up. Earnings here. Oh, yes. Seems to be selling off into earnings. My only issue with it is probably the acquisition. What cost? How good did they do implementing the business together? Because if they, like, we're in, pandemic times, kind of tough times for business to do these kind of acquisitions in some ways. How successful have they been? How much did it cost them to get in? Because if it cost them a lot, that could be your main issue. Iron ore itself, I'm pretty bullish on still. And I think we're in the cycle. I think everything's working out. In tomorrow's stream, please subscribe, guys, if you want to see it. In tomorrow's stream, I'll be bringing up all of the different sectors and having, unless there's something crazy in the market, and having a rant about all the sectors and where things are and where they were back in the GFC. And we'll be looking for some synergies in the markets right now because I can see those playing out. Look, 1650 is not really a support. I think that here at 1750 was the support. It's breached that to the downside coming into earnings, which doesn't make me super happy or anything like that. I think you're in the hands of the earnings gods right now. Weekly 20 is the only support I see other than that. The trend is up, don't get me wrong, but yeah, the weekly 20 is where you want it to hold. And ideally, your earnings is good, so you can go back up there to 20 plus. And if they do pull it off, because they're in steel and iron ore, I think they're going to have a good 8-9 months. 8-9 months. Thank you very much, JPG. Good luck on that one. Let's just quickly show you the difference from a iron ore stock. So here's Rio in Australia. So this is an iron ore stock in Australia. Now, guys, have you ever seen a more beautiful level? Look at this level. Damn, dude. That's a great level. 107.55. I like this one a lot. And I was there. I was like hunting around. I think I even posted in the private community. 107. Now, you guys in America, you can actually trade Rio. It's on the American exchange. It's on the British exchange. I think it's even in Germany. So this is one of my favorite iron ore companies. I also like BHP, but BHP have a lot. This is the iron ore straight play. FMG is also an iron ore straight play. Here are the resistances. It does not get better than this level. The multi-level resistance, 19 into 20, into 2020 sometime during it. And then we're in the super cycle after a pandemic, after a crash where the governments are like, build crap. Please. Create jobs, please. Here's some money. Get free money for all. Free money for you. Free money for you. It's all good. Just build something, make it happen, and we'll buy some iron ore. So yeah, support here, very, very cool. And then it's bounced off. So that's the type of thing I would have hoped that was happening with that other stock CLF. Unfortunately, it wasn't. BHP, very similar. It's loaded up. Check it out. BHP also finding lots of recovery. Not as good, I don't think, from the buy level perspective compared to Rio. Rio got trashed. But this one, yeah, it's not all iron ore. That's why. FMG was another one for Australian viewers. Fortescue. Another one that came down to a support level a few weeks ago, now trading at 21.60. So this is very hyperextended stock though. Matthew Ash, have you gone crazy, Matthew? Matthew Ash, another massive donation, $25, man. Claps in the chat for Matthew. Thank you so much. Because I appreciate the old school KISS approach from the younger generation. Yeah, the keep it simple, stupid is where it's at. You know, I wanted to talk about this because something affected me the other day, and it actually made me take a bad trade and to even talk about it here. And I was watching some YouTubes. I'm not going to mention who, but I was just checking out things, and they came up with like some logical conclusions. And I thought that's logical. And the way I was looking at it is it goes against some of the things I've done. And guess what I did? I went, oh, maybe I will try that. I will try that concept. And bad idea, Tom. Don't do that again. Don't try other people's concepts if you don't understand them fully. And it was crap. I mean, I didn't lose much, but it was still crap. And the point is that I lost my way of really centering, I guess, my concepts and centering my basic, keep it simple, stupid principles. And it was something that I'm not going to do again, but it just shows how fast you can be swung by terrible information. How many of you guys have been swung by terrible information? I mean, probably you've come in here and I'm ranting about something you thought, Tom loves that. Look, you got to remember, I've got to talk about everything in the market every day. There's not always everyday great trades. Okay, there just isn't. This is a reality. Even a day trader won't take a trade every single day. They might just sit there and go boring and go have a coffee and chill. Not every day is a good day to trade. But yes, the perspective is that sometimes you get swayed, and even the strongest of people that have been around for a long time will make mistakes. But you've got to understand, let's center myself back to the KISS principle or the easiest ones. US 100 here, 13.8 reached just before. Look, here's the 1 hour. So it was reached just before, found resistance. We're going to have to get down and dirty on the smaller time frames today because US 100, we need the resistance to be broken right here. K Clark at PLTR, yeah. I hate PLTR so much. Stupid thing. No, that wasn't the stock, but PLTR does make me sad, yes. Yes, it does. We'll have a look at PLTR for you guys. All the poor sufferers out there with PLTR, we'll check it out soon. Dispour says, I don't know how to sell. Yeah. Look, hey, I was talking to my dad today. I was talking to him about some stock, and he's like, I haven't sold it. And I'm like, you haven't sold it? He's like, I haven't sold it. I don't sell anything. He's like the ultimate bag holder. I love it. The ultimate bag holder fest. He's got diamond hands like you guys don't have diamond hands. You should see this guy. He will hold and never complain about it and just diamond hands the crap out of stocks. And it's pretty good. He's done well in diamond handing. Some bad, but majority are good. So here's the ultimate diamond hand. Nino, I see you continuously talking about Shaq. Maybe I'll do Shaq. We'll check it out soon. So US 100, we're going to trap it. 13.8 is actually the area that I want to be looking at today. This is the NASDAQ for anyone that's coming in and viewing it for the first time. 13,736 is the low. I want to read some more comments though here before I do the super chats about people community. Mr. Buff08 says, was going to make a joke that I watch this daily, but I'm a paid sub, so I'm a fool if that was the case. Yes, fair enough. Me too, I get hyped way too easily. Yeah, look, it's the thing is, everybody does do it. Everybody does get a little bit hyped. 1.4K watching. Hit that like button, fellas. Where are we at actually with the likes? Guys, 417. Hit the like button, guys. I need hype. I need your support today. I'm feeling crap. Because I'm feeling crap, we need to get up to 500 likes, and you guys know what time it is. So US 100 will trap between these two zones coming into the market open. By the way, we're only half an hour away from the market open, everybody. So it's getting very, very close. Let's go back over. I'm going to do Shake Shack or whatever it is now because I've been harassed too much. Oh, it's bad. No. This support. Damn. You better hope it holds here, man. Shake Shack on the weekly 20. I don't think I've ever had Shake Shack. Does it even exist in Australia? Probably not. It's food, yeah? Restaurants or something. Shake Shack. Restaurants, yeah. Is it any good? Guys, is Shake Shack good or is it just trash? I am not sure. Support here is mega, man. It has to... Oh, we don't need that. It has to hold this 108. Look at this. Support. No daily close underneath. A daily close underneath here would expose the next level, which is around here, which would be around 91. So a pretty significant drop could occur. Series of lower highs coming in as well to this level. So it must hold here today for you to be more comfortable with your Shake Shack. Good burgers. Oh, yeah, I have heard about that in the podcast. Burgers are amazing. Reoccurring problem on this live stream. What's that, Harry? What's the reoccurring problem? What? Why are you getting put in timeout? Man, Harry. Don't put... Harry's got memes, guys. I want to show you... I don't put you in timeout, Harry, but I will have a look into that for you. Guys, we have to do the memes. I need to do these with you. Let's check out these memes together. I really want to start doing these. Here's the community. By the way, if you are linked and you're not seeing all these rooms, you should be seeing at least a portion of those. But let's just load up here because there's some funny memes. I love this one so much, Harry, man. It's the Elon shirts, but my favorite of the day has got to be this one here, guys. The long leg doji. Long leg doji. It's just good. I knew someone would do it. Seawood got it done. 704. Very cool. What else have we got here? We got my portfolio. You are a thief of joy. Fair enough. It's true. This was a good one as well. Kathy would buy stock you own in 2020. Hell yeah, we're going to get pumped, baby. And then 2021, please stay away. Please stay away. This is a good one here as well. How quantitative easing works. Oh, I've managed to cut them out. Sorry about that. How quantitative easing works. That's a good one. There's the Kathy Wood one again. So these memes are fire, guys. Keep bringing them in. I like this one as well. I just love that cat face. It's just too good. So yeah, keep getting the memes in, and I'd love to cover them on the daily in the stream. It's just too good. Just too good. Truly Messiah says, get a coffee, Tom. Will do, man. No, Harry, you're not going in no timeout, man. You're only coming in you're going in the mod team if you're not careful there. Just because I need the resident Tesla bull. Speaking of Tesla, have I haven't even gone over Tesla yet. What is going on with these lines? Daryl Wong, welcome to the Stonk Squad. Salute to you, Daryl. Thank you so much for supporting. At the same time as Daryl Wong comes in, we've got 500 likes, guys. So you know what time it is. 27 minutes till the market open. Got Daryl joining up. We've got some super chats that we need to still cover off here. RMO for Ali. We'll do it in a second. I have not forgotten Ali, don't worry. Again, big shout out to Matthew Ash. Let's move over here and do intro number 7. Thanks to your memes. And I can already tell you Long Leg Doji is making it in next week because I love that one so much. It's awesome. Okay, guys. Whoa, my ears. God. Even I gotta turn that one down. Sorry, guys. Why is that so loud? Damn, that's loud. Alright, there we go. Alright, guys. So for everyone coming into Wednesday Market Open, I wish you the best. It's going to be a tough time. For the bulls, you got to hold. You got to hold that NASDAQ zone. We'll talk about the S&P 500 soon. But first, let's get hyped anyway, because it's going to be a good day. Louder. There you go. Sorry, guys. All right. I'm feeling a little bit better now, I think. I think that definitely cured me. Let's go back over here. Let's do Tesla in celebration of the madness. So, Tesla. Tesla. Well, firstly, that daily, very disappointing. Harry was not pumping enough calls into the market. He didn't get it above 720, and he just, it's just sad. Because if we were above 720, we were going to be going long. But unfortunately now we're down 1% pre-market, and that sucks. So let's go down to the 4 hour here and have a look at Tesla, because it's in congestion central. You'll notice 712 on the pre, 20 moving average, 50 moving average behind, 200 simple moving average. They're all congesting in one almighty spot. And look, Tesla's got to keep holding here. You know it's got to hold above 700 every day. Under 700, it's just so bad for it. We don't want it down there. We'd like it to come back up above 720. Close the day today would be ideal. That's probably going to cause a NASDAQ move above 13.8 if that is going to occur. And then we can move towards 740. And then from 740, as soon as we break above that, we're going back to 780, 800 land. And I still feel like it's a buy the rumor, sell the fact kind of approach here on Tesla. Now, Harry will disagree. It's a buy the rumor, buy the fact, buy everything, because that's the way he looks at it. But look, yeah, 26th of April, we know the announcement's coming. It's not far away now, guys, until we find out whether Tesla completely stomped it out of the ballpark, if they did well or they didn't. So 720 is the watch day for sure. Glenn Bear says, squad, it's too early. I can't spell. That's right, man. Love the guy pumping in the intro now. Haha, Richard Carver. Yeah, I love that dude. He's a champ. I don't even know who it is, but he's a champ. We've got Ali Melkor. Sorry I made you watch here. Says, can you look at RMO, please? And thank you, mate. Will do. Romeo Power. Let's have a look. Ooh. Market capitalization under 1 billion now. What the? Is this like a SPAC-a-palooza that came in? These SPACs, they're certainly out of favor now, aren't they? I feel like no SPAC is up. Is there a SPAC that's up, guys? No gap trade on the Russell today, says Dave. Yeah, the Russell was very disappointing with yesterday's move. Breaking underneath that 220 sucks. Here we go to whatever's going on here. Now, this is a super tough one because random volume out of nowhere. And then it just came down. What was going on here? So it moved up hard and then just came down super hard. RMO. I don't know much about this stock. I just don't know. 6.12% yesterday. It doesn't look strong. I mean, there's no technical buy signal here. I mean, it's just down. Oh, yeah, DKNG is still up. It's a SPAC, but that has a basis. That one's actually got a very strong base. Plus, it makes a ton of sense into a pandemic, into a relatively high unemployment time. All those types of things usually go well there. CCIV down hard, that's true. We'll have a look at the market in just a few moments. This, unfortunately, is really tough, Ali. I'd love to do some more analysis on it, but what can I say? I mean, it's underneath the $8. It's closed below to a new low. There's uncharted territory here. I don't even know what the valuation is on this thing. And it's had pumps in it, so you know there's been opportunities to get out at certain prices, but there's nothing good here. Look, you've got to wait for double bottoms. You've got to wait for lightning bolts towards the bull side. That's the type of thing that you really want to be seeing. So ideally, you see these types of setups. We don't want to see any more weakness, but you need at least a significant time frame, 4 hour plus, to show strength. So for now, unfortunately, RMO looks really, really bearish here. Yeah, not much I can say. Again, Daryl Wong, thank you so much for joining the community. I do appreciate your support. Let's go over now to the market. Let's bring up our pre-market checklist. We haven't even done that yet, and we're only 20 minutes behind. You'll have to excuse me today. I am feeling a bit crazy random, so it's not working out. Oxygen, 21% on Oxygen. I leave it there for the sneaky days. So 21% here coming through for Oxygen. Whatever that is, Galapagos. Why is that even in my speculation? I don't remember. Zom 0.95. And then on the red side, we've got Riot Blockchain. We've got Mara, of course. We've got Peloton down 104. Going towards, might check out Peloton soon. Because Peloton was involved in that unfortunate death of a child. And then that's kind of hurting their share price, which is probably valid. Now, Tilray, I saw someone mention in the comments yesterday. They said, Tom, Tilray, it burnt me hard. You said if it closed above. I said if it closed above, man. No close, dude. Unfortunately, Tilray was going all good in the start of the session, but we need above here. Close. I'll just say it again. Close is key. Okay? If you want to go back to the KISS principle, you can replace it with close is key, because that's what we really need to be looking for. Unfortunately, Tilray got a new low, and that exposes further shorting. I tend to think that it should. I mean, these weed stocks, they always do this to people. They always have that hype kind of train, and then everyone realizes they burn cash out of control. And this happened back years ago, like before most of you were trading. Some would remember, but look at the Tilray's mighty rise. Oh my God. Can you believe it? You know, you want to talk about bubbles. Did you see that? You want to talk about the moon before the moon existed? Well, I guess that was after the whole crypto craze. But yeah, look at this. Look at this movement here on Tilray. That is not fake price. That actually did happen. This market did hyperextend. Look up 3D printing as well. 3D printing went nuts years ago. That was an epic rise, 200 and $300 from down here in the 20s. So gains can be had. But unfortunately on Tilray, I guess it's just underneath. Let's take a look at PLTR, then we'll do the super chats. Palantir here, coming in 21.77. So disappointing. Our blocks never, every day is a red day on Palantir. I'm just looking for a daily green. We want daily green, and ideally you get it around this level. 21.64, you can see here on the pre. Scroll over there. There it is. Support. We need buying pressure to come off the 21 today if it does get down there again. So Palantir must hold this zone. Otherwise, it's going to get nasty for it, and it could go all the way back down to like a 15 valuation. So Palantir must hold $21. Green day today, please, for it. Let's go back over here and then get out of that one. Go to the screener. Check out the big stocks. What's going on there? We'll click it. Intuitive, ASML, Electronic Arts. EA Games, 2.46%, 144. It's actually trading fairly high. I remember picking up EA in the 90s a little while ago, and I don't even like the stock, but it was fairly cheap. Netflix down 8.13%, of course, the story of the morning. That's pulling down Roku, so if you're a big Roku fan, Netflix is killing Roku for you, so you might be present opportunity. Tesla also down. Where's my Square? Square down 0.86%. Bit disappointing there. We'll have to see how it plays out throughout the session. US 100, our aim is for it to hold the 13,736. We need it to close above 13.8 on the end of the day session. Let's go over to the donations. We've got here Games, Super Chat $2, Australian high. Tom, can you take a look at MRK? Certainly can. We're at 16 minutes away from the market open here, guys. I'm pumped for Wednesday. It's going to be a very interesting day in the markets. For the crypto fans out there, Ethereum is the place to be, or it was the place to be only at the start of the stream. Go back, view the start of the stream. You'll notice I start there. All of a sudden, 2370. So actually pretty good technical. So you can take a snapshot of that. You can put it on your wall, put it in your scrapbook, and you'll have it there for the future because it's always been pretty good. MRK is a great breakout. Daily broken out there yesterday. No doubt this thing broke out. 78.57 in the pre. Yeah, it's nice. Nice. What are your problems though? For some reason we've got like an $80 issue, but looks pretty good weekly. Pharmaceuticals. Yeah, all the health is good. In fact, guys, recommend me health companies in the US. Tell me health companies right now. Spam them in the community. I want to see some because I actually want to load a couple up before the market open. Just have a look at them. Give me the health companies that you think are good. And I don't specifically I don't want drug companies ideally. So I want like services. Ideally like surgery staff, plasma, that kind of thing. BTT will rise soon. It certainly could. BTT might even check that chart out there. ETRN. I'm a Doge investor, says Cobra Trick. I haven't been giving you enough love today, Cobra. Close above here opens up, of course, $84 here on the resistance for MRK. Yeah, this is the right type of thing. We've got a trough, we've got a peak, we've got a higher trough, and then we're getting a closure out here. T-Doc. Don't talk to me about T-Doc. Stupid share. Stock. Stupid T-Doc. Why do I believe? T-Doc might be the one that I've been talking about. T-Doc is the most disappointing stock. It sucks. It requires earnings. Because I'm comfortable with the stock, don't get me wrong. But the thing requires earnings so bad. The market hates it. The market hates this stock, guys. And either the earnings will prove the market wrong and it will go glorious, or it's going to burn in a dumpster fire. Because T-Doc is coming down every time to this 170 support. That's not the one I'm talking about. I want something else. Give me some other companies, not the T-Doc. Kaiser. Oh yeah. Is Kaiser like in Australia? Kaiser is basically a company that like does like gym and stuff. Clov. No, not Clov. Not Clov. Kaiser, T-Doc. People laughing about BNGO. Rip the US 100. Not yet, Scott. Not yet. We'll go over there soon. Super chatted here. So we did MRK. That looked pretty good up to those levels. I think the breakout's solid there. Knock super chatted $2.99. Uniswap V3 in 12 days. You like Uni, Chainlink, or both? I love Uni. It's cool. And I think you present a very valid opportunity there. You're looking at it 12 days away from V3. So what do we know about the retail community? I can't do this, but someone get in the public Discord, do this analysis for me. I want to see someone analyze previous events, big events like Uniswap V3, and I want you to show me 1 month out. And then specifically, like Apple, I want you to show me like 7 days out. What you're doing there is you're really creating a story of, is there a hype train and a because remember, what's going to happen is the closer you get to an event, more people talk about that event. And then you get YouTube, you get Reddit. We've seen how powerful both of those are. You get crazy Telegram pump groups, you get Discord, you get every other social media presence, which is mostly what pushes crypto, remember. And then the hype, the anticipation into the event, people buy into it. So I'd be very interested, things like Uniswap V3, how has other large coins moved into that point? Can someone do that analysis for us? I'd love you guys if you can do it. I might even, if you do sick analysis, I might even mod you on the channel. Someone get me some of that sweet analysis. Really great candles here, by the way, on Uniswap. That's from Knock's donation there. We're 11 minutes away from market open here, guys. Multiple rejection levels. Nice bullish hammer. Let's see a bit of follow through. Tried to get a high, maybe a little tick higher, and then you can move towards your 36. There's not that much. It didn't actually fall that much here. So, from top to bottom, only 20% here left. And then that was another. So I guess it's 40. Probably similar to DOT. 46%. Okay, well, it's significant, I guess. $40-ish. Yeah, look, I think there's an upside here that's quite good, but I'm not sure how they've moved through those other sessions. BNGO and CCIV. BNGO. Is this the best we can get? Nah. I'm sorry. The BNGO is not the best. Come on. 538 and it closes underneath our 685. We can do better. Look, this thing is... No. I can't do it. Biotech, unfortunately, it's just been horrible. It closed through that level, the 7. We knew it was horrible. It's moved down now to the 5. Look where it comes from as well. Oh, God. Get it off my screen. Away with you. Away with you, BNGO. Sorry if you own it, but away with it. Link, another one that you had a question here, knock about. Yeah, Link looks great. Strong recoveries multiple times through this crash session. You can tell there's buy demand here, and you're back on the resistance. I was crapping on about Link here. Many people would know that. I quite liked it after it broke out here, because for me, this is like one of the best technicals. Like, I love this consolidation. I think it's awesome. Everyone can be a big fan party here. If you see this on a stock, if you see this on a commodity or a crypto or anything, it's just always good. It's always good. Resistance is broken, and then pull back here. So Doge Tickles says, I'm still lol. So Doge Tickles, are you still holding a Doge, man? Or have you got the weak hands? Salb Imtor platform. I'm all caught up, but I didn't see XRP, says Dr. Drew Humpy. All right, man, we'll do XRP for you. Let's have a look here. XRP. So it had that initial really great recovery. So it recovered well because everyone was hyped on it. Hit the exact level you would expect it to find problems with. Previous resistance, previous support, previous resistance, and $1.50. Then it struggled just under $1.50, but we have our heavy support in as well, which is around $1.20. So look, 150 break is what you're putting alerts on here. Once XRP breaks 150, hype train back in, movement back up at least to here. So what's this? 170. So you'd think 170 and then 2. 170 and then 2. They're my zones for this, or just under 2. So I quite like XRP once it breaks through 150. But I could see it consolidating for quite a little while here. So Doge Tickles has come in. He says, I'm holding strong. All right, Doge Tickles, because you're in here, I will do Doge. Let's have a look. 420 was super disappointing on Doge. We are only 8 minutes off the market open, so we'll bring that down very, very soon. We've got here a bit of a declining market coming through. Let's go to the 2 hour. Okay. Webull, the Webull news, is that coming out, Doge Tickles? Because this is the zone where you needed to kind of find buying pressure. Let's go down to this level, 35 cents, support, resistance, support, resistance. It is critical zone. Closure above 35 cents exposes lots of bull pressure back into our 42s. So that 42 up here. 35 cents is everything. It'll also create a little double bottom here on the pullback. So you'll get like a little double bottom. You'll get through all the moving averages. That's what I'm looking for. Unfortunately, if you break to a new low here and you've got a closure underneath this zone, which is 30 cents, I could see you going back to 25. For the health of the crypto market, Doge actually needs to fall. If the crypto market is going to recover, Doge needs to fall. If Doge breaks back above 35 and starts running again, the crypto market will go down. I expect that. I really do expect that. My God, Matthew, you've gone mad. Got Johnny Knoxville with a $5 donation. We'll read that in just a second there, Johnny. Matthew Ash, though, is crazy. He's put another $25 down. That probably brings him to $100 for the session. Matthew, thank you so much, man. $25. Let's make it an even C note. I really appreciate that. Claps in the chat. Matthew, probably been... He's close to... I think other than the guy that accidentally typed in the wrong 0, I think, Matthew, that is my biggest donation. So thank you so much in combined in one session. So I really appreciate that, bro. Except for the guy that I think was in like Mexico or Cuba or Chile or something. And he's like, oh, damn, he did the wrong conversion. You guys remember that? That was pretty funny. But Matthew, appreciate it. Johnny Knoxville, super chat of $5. C-O-O to the moon. Copper, COS Inc. Ooh. Cooper. Oh, Cooper COS. Medical specialists. Ah. I'm just reading copper because I love copper so much there, Johnny. Yeah, this looks great, man. Series of higher lows coming through. It's not a trend line, by the way. I'm just showing the higher lows. So higher lows, higher lows. Look at the community loving. Loving Matthew. Thank you so much there, man. Yeah, the breakout's great here. Things look really strong. Let me check the weekly. You can see how big that weekly close was for it as well. This is a medical specialist health technology. Cool. Oh, such a great break. Where does it go to though? I mean, it's already hit 400. 400 resistance, 400 on the closure. You'd have to think the next level. Like, I mean, is the next level 410, 420? 360 stopped at once. 341, 320. 300. 280. So it seems to like 20s. 340. Yeah, it likes 20s. 420, man. 420. Get it? 420 is where you're looking for. Bring that up. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. 4 minutes to go. All right, let's break it down here. Thank you so much, Johnny. Thank you, Matthew. We've got our US 100 trapped like a pit bull. It's pit bulled over here. It's in the backyard. We've got fences either way. Let's just chuck one down. Screw it. Damn it. Stupid NASDAQ, get up today. We need to get back through the 13.8. Closure above 13.8 is essential for NASDAQ traders. We also need the community to vote right now. What are we going to watch into the open? We'll put our standard Tesla on there because I'm interested anyway. And we've got Harry in Harry's honor of not being banned today. It seems we'll bring this one up. We've got a 709 open, 700 very big. If it gets down to 693, buyers must come in. 700, 693, 720 are the levels here for Tesla for the day. You'll notice US 500 is right on support. So I'm going to just leave that there for 1 second. See that support? So even more important than the NASDAQ, this must hold the line. 3 minutes here. Still, only Ethereum is up in all of our coins. Only the ETH King Dog, 1.73%. Look at ETH BTC over the next 24 hours if you're doing that. NASDAQ, yes, we've got the support here. Watch Netflix, probably a good one to have on the charts. Let's load up Netflix. We should watch that into the open. Oh, look, there's buyers. Went to 481. Oh, yeah, that's right. It was down 10%. So buyers are trying to buy that 500 loan right there. That's where the support is. Netflix must hold 500 for it to find support. Dogecoin, Suge down. 3 red days are illegal, says Mountain Fortress. I like that one. All right, guys, let's get hyped. We're coming into the open. I don't know how many likes we're at, but thank you so much for subscribing and giving us the likes for today. Let's load through here. Pre-market. Might as well do a little bit of hype. We'll quickly just do it. And then we'll find out what's about to happen. Not yet, Doge. Very cool. Okay, what was the community? What did you guys want? So we had here Coinbase, Netflix, the Doge 420. All right, we'll put Doge up here. It looks like Doge probably won. Bio, ANKR, Shopify, Coinbase. So there wasn't too many. All right, guys, we are very, very close. I'll play the bell for you because you're going to hear it already. Ding, 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 ding. We're open, guys. Ready to do business for the day. Let's see what is going on. We'll move back over to the live stream. We've got Netflix here in the bottom. I'll put it up so you can see it. There it is. Open is occurring. And Netflix has opened on a 507. US 100, 13766. Doge, I don't know what it's doing. It's just nothing. And then down here, Tesla opens at a 706, finding some initial buy support. Let's load up the markets. Let's have a look what's up and down. You can see here, the greens are Intuitive, Zimmer, Texas Instruments, calculators, NASDAQ, Moderna. That's the only reason I know that company. Shopify, Tesla. What's going on here? Why did that all happen? That went crazy. So there's our greens. We go to the reds. Netflix, of course, number one down. Spotify down 2.89. Tesla down. Zscaler down. CrowdStrike down. I said I'd do that one before. I'll do it in a minute. JP Morgan, Twilio. Where are you? Square, don't be down here. Oh, God, Square's going to be down. It's down 0.87%. It's okay. It's okay. So there's the reds. Let's have a look at the crazy stocks. I know that the fence is here still, but that's all right. I'll just leave it there for a second. Oxygen up 18%. And on the downside, we've got Riot, Peloton, and others. So we'll have to have a look at those. Even Palantir opens down 0.9%, but not underneath the support just yet. Okay. So NASDAQ, good news. Futures are holding for now. Doge, doing nothing. Netflix, we'll have to see what the daily brings for that one. And Tesla is finding some support. Let's scroll through these things. So GME down 0.6%. Geez, that's been a bit of a yawn fest. I'm still surprised it's holding so strong. There's a lot of diamond hands out there for GME. To be still holding 157 with very little price action, with other stocks getting cheap, it's pretty unbelievable. Especially when crypto's been pumping. I don't know how that's holding so well. AMC 919. So that is suffering, not over the 10 anymore. Tilray 1530, down another 3.8%. That sucks. Afria also down. Sundial down a little bit less, but 82. That had a massive flip on it. And then Apple, TDoc, Airbnb just getting crushed. 164. That sucks. That's not great. Maybe too overpriced there. Snow down 1.39 and AAPL. Did you guys see the new Apple stuff? What do you think of the AirTags? Will you be buying an AirTag? Anyone moving AirTags? ETH moving again? Oh, ETH's so good. Let me load it. Get out of here, Doge. Yes. Go. Get up. We just need it back up here. 2,500 and the ETH BTC will be complete. The synergies. Remember, look at FBTC. You'll see what I mean. We need the wall of the fence to hold for the US 100. Let's do now the donations. Get back over to those. We have one here coming in from Steve Rodriguez. $4.99. Hex US dollar. Haven't forgotten about you, Steve. Have not forgotten about you. So there's a crypto. We will use this one, I guess. Okay. Why is that so ugly? We're not using that. I don't know what's going on there. Is this any good? Honey swap. Some of these are... Technically, that should be better. Oh, that's bad data. Which one's a good one, guys, for this? Is this the best data? Yeah, that's pretty good. Whenever you get really really disgusting looking data, just be careful. So it looks like Hex doesn't have that much exchanges, which is always a positive, because if you're finding a coin before it has exchanges, that's good. So 9th of Jan, resistance, 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 support. So you know just behind there's a lot. How much did it drop off? 36%. How big is this thing? You got me intrigued. Okay. Isn't that the code? What is this thing? There it is. $3 bill. $3 bill. I like its logo. Fully diluted is the same, which is cool. Max supply. Wait, how can it be that big and only be that rank? I don't understand. Yeah, look, it looks good on paper. Basically, this support purchasing is strong. We've got massive bullwick here, bullwick here, bullwick here. So that's pretty strong. We go down here into the 4 hour for you, and you know which level you got to clear. You got to clear this zone, then you form your base. So effectively you've got your base formation in then, and then you move towards the 0.02. So there's a pretty decent participation phase on this one. It just needs to get through, and then you can move towards the next level of 0.02. Good luck, man. Very close to getting through there, Steve. Very close. Go back over here. ETH still doing well. US 100 still rallying a little bit. Tesla, long leg doji on the 5-minute chart. Will it close above? We might watch that one together in just a few moments. I think we're all caught up here. Again, thank you so much to Matthew Ash for supporting the stuff. Harry says, all this trouble started again with that rotten coin offering. It's true. Coinbase did not work out here well. 3K is possible on Tesla, says Michael Wilcher. Yes, it'd be a pretty big market cap. 677. So you're talking about what, 4x-ish, that 2 trill plus. They'd need a lot. But I think 1,000's possible. I'm not a believer to the 3K just yet. Not just yet. Show me more. But I've said that for a while at Tesla, and I've been proven wrong a few times. I thought when it hit 1,000 the first time, it was overpriced, and then it got belted. I remember during the pandemic last year, it went down to like $200, $300, and I thought, damn, the thing is going to be underwater soon. And then it just went boom. And the price action was so bullish. You couldn't ignore the bullish price action until just recently. So US 100 continuing to fail here a little bit. Let's see if it can hold above the 13,739. Today's levels to watch, 13.8 for the resistance. This is going to be a heavy level of resistance. A closure above this could start a bit of rally in the stocks, in the market itself. Got Netflix sitting around 500. You know that's going to be a little bit of buying pressure, just being a round number. Have a look at the lines there. The levels are important. Ethereum kind of remains kind of I think the next 24 hours kind of stronger play in the crypto world than the rest of them. I'd love to see some analysis on Uniswap. So if you have that, chuck it in the public Discord community. I'd really love to check that out, or the private one, of course. And yeah, I mean, guys, that's what we're looking at today. GME up 1.32, AMC now up 1%. Square recovering a little bit, still down 1, TDOC down 1, Net down 0.32, and the rest. So as always, because I'm a bit sick today, I'm going to have to leave you for the session. Good luck. Thank you so much for sticking around. We'll see you again tomorrow for Thursday's Stock Market Open. And look, I wish you all the best. I hope it goes really well. Landon says, oh my God, Can is green. That's cool. Lucian says, dollar want dollar correction. PLTR setting up just to break my heart again, says Bradley back. Let me look at PLTR to finish up. Yeah, you're not wrong. Look at it go. Green day for PLTR. I have faith. It's green. Laser-eyed focus on a green day for you, sir. It hit the damn support. How can it not go green? If it's not going to go green here, it's going to break your heart so hard. But I believe in its green abilities. Good luck. Any info on Mara or Riot? Not really. I mean, Mara and Riot are just going to continue to suffer while Bitcoin suffers and Doge takes over the world. Let's have a look here at the 4 hour. That is not a line. I don't know why that's there. I mean, Mara's back on kind of a level it bought off before, around that $30-ish. Riot quickly back on support. So if they're going to bounce, they have to bounce here. And I think you're just really reliant on Bitcoin holding that daily 50. Remember, daily 50. Oh, this is just these wicks. I mean, if you get another wick here, and let's say it closes like there tomorrow, and you get some momentum breakout, pay a lot of attention. Get all over that. It's going to be crazy. Netflix now only down 6.7%. That's good. Bevnodia Adia says, best Tom ever. Thank you. Remember, guys, subscribe, hit that like button if you enjoy the stream. I'll make a video for you tomorrow morning talking about the markets. I'm pretty pumped, but I would like to see the markets recover today. So US 100, I don't want to see it where it is right now. I need this thing. We need this thing above 13.8. Otherwise, we're in for a bit of a correction and that will suck. So let's hope this thing actually holds up 13.8, and I'll leave you with this chart because that's pretty much what we're looking at right now. Bye-bye. I'll come back and do crowd. I saw you right now. Crowd. CrowdStrike. It's on support, dude. It's on support. 2 moving averages here daily. Previous body closes before that breakout consolidation. You'd prefer it was holding here at the 208. But yeah, you prefer it was holding here at the 208. Right there, dude, is where you'd want it. But moving averages are fine. Hopefully it finds support and starts buying up. Breaker 220 is going to expose 243. Bradley back US $5. Take 2 Advil and have a Vegemite. That would kill my throat. Sandwich, and see you tomorrow. Thank you so much, Bradley back. Maybe no Vegemite sandwich though, but maybe I should take something. Catch you guys.